See that face? That's not, yeah.
I don't have the measles. I just went to the National Rainbow Gathering in 2011 in Washington. Oh, the door's not shut all the way. Alright. Now let's see how my car is loaded up. Should I open the door so we can get an inside view?
No, you let the mosquitoes in.
Oh no.
Yeah, we would. But there's almost no room for mosquitoes because there is no room.
Is this the right direction for tea time?
I don't know.
Oh, we can.
This year's Rainbow Gathering was in Washington, near Mount St. Helens.
What do you want me to do?
Just hold it. I'm going to say hi.
Okay.
There's me, standing in front of Mount St. Helens.
Hi! That's Mount St. Helens over there.
Rainbow gatherings are held in the National Forest. People, known as the Rainbow Family, come from all across America and from around the world.
Well, maybe Kentucky. I guess Kentucky has but like Georgia, Florida, Louisiana.
There is no entrance fee to get into the Rainbow Gathering.
Right after that. My foot. I'm watching my foot. There's a log right here. You're going to have to go around it.
Food and supplies are brought in on carts. Camps and kitchens are spread out along a trail which circles around the main meadow. Volunteers build bridges across the streams and rivers. These will be taken down at the end of the gathering.
Give me a trash.
Signs are put up to direct people around the gathering. Some people made stairs.
You're not going to push me.
Maybe I will. If I do that, you'll see. Yeah, I have
Food is cooked over a fire and served in makeshift kitchens. Most of the food served at the Rainbow Gathering is vegetarian or vegan. Volunteers cook and serve the food.
Hold it.
by the piece of metal that the handle is attached to. You can hold it on both sides. That piece of metal shouldn't be too hot because it's not touching the soup.
There you go.
We got soup.
People bring their own cups, bowls, and utensils. This is called glassware. Everyone camps out in tents.
Trey, come. Trey, come.
I got to camp under this beautiful tree.
You want some tobacco, Adrienne?
No, I don't smoke tobacco. There is no official rainbow gathering staff. Unofficial volunteers dig the fire pits and set up the kitchens. Some kitchens serve food. Some kitchens serve tea or coffee.
Just everybody leave me here. Which gesture?
Yeah, there's not that much to do. There's only
that
like
way?
1 or 2 kitchens.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, rainbows
Huh?
don't show up in 30 people, you know? It's not like 30,000.
I went to an awesome regional in Kentucky that was like 30 people.
You know, like, if I had a
Sometimes coffee is boiled over a fire and served without filtering out the grounds. This kind of coffee is called mud.
Dude, I wish we could have got you out there in New Mexico to help out with that earth shoot.
Me too, man. I've been trying to fucking
I'm
find
going further
for 2 years.
Nobody!
Hey, you. Sorry, that's as much as small as I could write.
I like your face.
Everyone has a fucking kitchen. We don't work for me.
Alright, what's brown and dirty all over, but now hairless? Your mom's me! Yay!
They're recording of me falling. Oh! So it splashed like grease on my finger or something and burned me and startled me and made me drop it. Let me just get a recording of me getting it into the pan, I guess. Would you like some pancakes?
He's deaf.
I have to walk around to get to the pan. To the trays. Probably about time that you can get a recording of me flipping them even. You put them on one side. Wow, that one's burned. That one's not even cooked at all. There's some hot areas in the pan and some not so hot areas.
It is estimated that there were 30 to 50,000 people at the Rainbow Gathering this year.
Easier said than done.
The pickles.
Yeah, they just
Several thousand volunteers built bridges and kitchens, maintained the fires, and cooked and served food.
It's too big.
When a tree set on fire, everyone ran to help put the fire out.
I went over to my camp, grabbed this, and then I saw this.
Where's the fire though? Is it in the top of it or what?
If there's embers in the middle of that tree, you're not going to put it out.
Money is not used at the Rainbow Gathering. Food is served for free at the kitchens and every day at Main Circle.
Go ahead and hold hands on the thing. You can't hold hands, I have a pinched nerve in my hand.
What color was it? Was wood?
Goods are traded for other goods at the trade circle.
And to get it out of inbound.
You got any nuggets for trade?
On the 4th of July, everyone gathers silently until noon. At noon, a parade of all the children carries the mandala to the main circle, and the loud celebrations begin. Continues all day and all night.
Is that how you do it?
What? Do what?
Hey, holy kid.
You're doing great.
Oh, okay. You know what, buddy? Yeah. I figured, but I was just, I'm not sure. Who do you think I am? I'm the one that's kind of my faculties are all there. 8 years old, and I think you got stressed in the United States and you're fucking scared. I'm 58 fucking years old, and I think you got stressed in the United States and you're fucking scared. One way to get a free one, huh? Fall into it. Love you, Mo. Yeah. Oh, boy. Cuddle puddles are up here. I'm a cuddle puddler. Oh, cool. You didn't know that. Singing, you know? I couldn't tell him the phone. He was actually singing. Hey, hold it up.
Are we taking on shaky? I'm so about to run off his pocket trash.
Rainbow gatherings are filled with artists, musicians, and creative people expressing themselves. Some of these people agreed to be recorded.
This is traditional Hawaiian.
Can you point to... Okay, there. Oh, I see.
Meka'i ki aloha.
Love is good.
Oi kina, oi nono nani mai.
You sit in a pretty fashion.
Kokino I ki I mili mili.
Your body a doll to play with?
Kopoli nahi nahi whale.
Your bosom so soft.
Ko'opo pa wailana.
You stomach a keg of floating water.
Thank you for traditional Hawaiian with fat kids.
Existence is merely the mirror of our souls, manifesting the reality of our dream.
Beautiful.
At the end of the gathering, a council of elders decides where the next gathering should be. They decided that in 2012, it should be somewhere in the Appalachians. This year, the Vision Council argued for 7 days before deciding where next year's gathering should be. Some gathering sites were vetoed because of climate conditions, such as not enough water or the wrong climate. Some gathering sites were vetoed because they were in states where the police were known to harass the Rainbow family.
No, we picked up right behind me.
Come back tonight without the uniform.
They're heading up to the road.
At the end of the Rainbow Gathering, cleanup crews bag up all the trash and sort it, removing all the recycling. This whole pile is free stuff that was left at the gathering. kitchens are taken down, and the wood and cardboard is burned. They bury the compost, bury the fire pits, and replant trees and plants in areas where trails were. And the gathering site is left in better condition than it was before the gathering. As cleanup comes to a halt, the last bits of garbage are gathered up, and the last of the abandoned tents are hauled out of the woods. And all the trees have started to grow new growth on the tips. Beans that have been spilled on the ground are now growing. And I wonder, will they still be growing here for future generations to eat? And wild strawberries are flowering everywhere. See these white flowers? There will be fruit here in a few weeks. There's probably acres of strawberries waiting to be picked in this national forest. Those of us that stayed for the cleanup got to stay to see the wildflowers bloom. And bloom they did. Beautifully. The Rainbow Gathering is one of the best places to meet friendly and unique people. One of the most interesting things about the Rainbow Gathering is the conversations and the open sharing of opinions and ideas. I wanted to talk to some of these people. You have the fine layer of ash across your face. The following interviews were recorded at the National Rainbow Gathering in 2011.
Welcome to the Rainbow family. Arr. And we are your mom's box.
Tell us about your mom's box.
The rainbow is a promise by the Creator and your mom's box, or Mother Earth as you may call it, that their chosen ones will be gathered to heal the earth and fix things like they should. Not man's, not the government's, not Babylonians.
So can you explain what your mom's box means?
Your mom's box is the wound of the female. Your mom's box is Mother Earth's womb, which we are. And you are in your mom's box, and if you don't like your mom's box, fuck. I love your mom's box. It's the sweetest box I've ever been in. Oh, if you know your enemy, you know how to fight them. I know my enemy. Lucifer's got many tricks and traits. Jesus is one of those lies. His real name is Yahshua. Greatest shaman that ever lived to teach the flesh don't matter, but the spirit does. Your spirit is connected to the all, the one, and we are here as a promise by the rainbow, by the Creator himself, to say, hey, he's got this.
We are divine creatures. We are part of this universe, and we come here to celebrate existence, man. Life is really good. Forget your limitations. Man, dream a dream bigger than any possible dream you can possibly dream, and then dream a dream bigger than that, and go for that. And I'm not joking. See, we're on the mountaintop right now. Life is good. It doesn't even hardly get any better than this, and it's free. We made it this way because this is what we like. We dance naked in the wilderness because we are divine. And I'm a resident of planet Earth. And humanity is my brother and my sister and my mother and my father and all my relatives.
Can you tell us what the Rainbow Gathering, what in your opinion the Rainbow Gathering means, or what the Rainbow Family means?
The Rainbow Family is love. The rainbow, like I was telling you about, that divine spark within us, the only way to activate that divine spark is to have another person love you. And that's what our family does. we make all the mistakes. We're human. We're children, for goodness sakes. We do everything that you can point your finger at and say, ew. That's us. We are the misfits of the globe. But we are also the most divine, and we have love. We have the light. And that's what it's really about, man. It ain't about your bank account. This is a new millennium. Let me give you a small demonstration here. I'm going to take some trash. Beautiful. First I'm going to grab this is like dishwater. Take some dirty dishwater. A piece of trash, a Pepsi can. This is my own Pepsi can, I'm ashamed to say. But I plan to recycle it right now.
He's going to actually get me in the recording.
No problem, sister.
Yep. No. There's like a mosquito in there. And what I'm going to do, this is a sodium hydroxy, or they call it lye. This isn't a very pure form, but it'll work sufficient for what I'm about to do. It's $5 at your hardware store. Creek water, dirty dish creek water. This is organic decomposing agent. It not only unclogs your drain, it'll dissolve your compost quicker than it can rot, and so it saves that effect. And so in a way, it's a cleansing agent. And right now I'm making a sodium hydroxy solution. What this will do, see, aluminum, we only see it in its oxidized form. Aluminum takes the oxygen from anything that it comes in contact with. But right now it has a layer of oxygen already. This sodium, what it does is it mixes with the aluminum. The aluminum takes the oxygen from the sodium goes back in the water, takes the oxygen from the water, and that's the catalytic reaction that you're about to witness here. Pepsi cans is a really good source of aluminum, but they have a coating on both sides. And so you want to scrape it off a little bit. It's easier to see that you're doing it on this side. I make batteries this way too, I'm used to doing this. With the exact same reaction, because what this reaction will do is not only going to, when it takes the oxygen from the water, it's going to also release an electron from, it's like a half electron, the reaction releases an electron for each hydrogen. So you get one hydrogen and one electron. And I have ways of catching both of them, but not here in the woods. I capture the electrons by, with pencil lead. It's graphite. The graphite actually catches the electron, and then the lead in the pencils will transfer it to the copper, to the wire. And I put a diode. Diodes are like a one-way valve, like a check valve. So the electricity only goes that one way, and you can put it straight to the ground for your negative. And it's a pretty well system. The only thing is I only get 1 volt for each cathode that I have. And so I have to apply like 100 or as many cathodes as I can put in the system. Will each catch the volt. Then I can either wire them in series or parallel to make the type of electricity that I want. It will be DC, really clean DC, because it comes straight. The only way electricity can get dirty is when all other electricity is made with magnets spinning inside a coil. The pulse of the magnets and the coil can make a pulse within the lines, kind of like a vibration in a hose or in an air tube, like I was just using, or a flute, for instance. And they call that dirty electricity, but it's not really dirty. And you can probably see that there's bubbles starting in here. And those bubbles are the hydrogen releasing. And there's really no way to show you the electrons releasing. All I can do is prove to you that it's hydrogen.
It's recording.
Bob's not dangerous, but it was actually hydrogen.
First tell us what countries you've been to gatherings in, and then tell me how they're different in other countries than they are in America.
I've been in now this national, annual, not national, I rather understood, it's better. And before in Argentina, word gathering, and before in Brazil, national gathering. All of them amazing. European gathering in Serbia, and all the other 11 más o menos gatherings in Israel. This is where I'm from. Born at. I'm from the universe.
So how are the gatherings different in other countries than they are in America?
So at first there is one main circle, one main kitchen, and this is the most I would say big difference, because if you have one main circle, main fire we call it, not main meadow. When we have one main fire and one main kitchen, all the energy go into one place, and we see each other, and we celebrate, and we know each other, and we build and we share. More simply, everybody just announce for workshops or sharing stuff. Of course there's like different kitchens in the woods, but for the night mostly.
Do the police harass the rainbow family there in other countries like they do in America?
Not as the stories that I heard as they do in America, at least at most countries, yeah? But there is Russia, there is China, and there is some horrible stories also from other countries that Iran, you know, like they do it even. Yeah, they do it very secretly.
So do you have the same problem with mosquitoes at those gatherings in other countries as you do here in America?
Sometimes, but I told the guys in here, like, this is extreme.
When I woke up this morning, the sky was clear blue. An hour ago, I was laying in this meadow, looking up, commenting about how blue the sky was. Then I went to the bathroom. When I came back, the sky had been sprayed with chemtrails. Half an hour later, the chemtrails are starting to spread out across the sky. Tell me about the chemtrails.
Okay. You know, the chemtrails were like 2 nights ago. I just got here, you know, and I'm still sore from the cavity search on the airplane. But, you know, I had to lug luggage all over, go through customs twice. They took my hammer, antique hammer. Well, I'm already going to get in trouble. And they left me a couple, like a knife like that. But I went in the restaurant at the airport and got steak, and they gave me a steak knife. You know, I thought that was kind of funny. But they took my antique hammer and threw my files and things that I was going to make art with. But that's nothing. But anyhow, I'm just sore. My muscles are sore. I lugged way too much luggage. The chemtrails. Now, I seen them. You know, there was one down there. There was one right over the camp. It got about that huge. You know, then it thinned off when it left, thinned off when it came. And I'm laying in there freezing my butt off because I didn't bring enough clothes. And I 10 times the luggage I need. I didn't have enough warm clothes. But my bones are sore. I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I thought maybe these are a blessing. And all of a sudden I started feeling real good. Because, you know, you got to have faith in the powers to be, too, you know.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people at the gathering talking about what's going to happen in 2012, and some people think there's going to be a war, some people think the Earth is going to shift to another dimension, or even the whole universe is going to shift to another dimension. Can you explain that?
This Native American, or Canadian American, came to our family to tell us about the native prophecies of 2012, and that these prophecies were known and written down in books, but not put out for people to know or find. If you're lucky, you might get it. So the prophecy entailed incredible things up to this point of 2012, and At that point, nobody really knew what was going to happen in '04. But by '08, the astronomers looked up, and scientists took notice that the possibility of our going into an ice age in this December 21st of 2012. During this time, the Mayans call it Kunam Ku, meaning great change. So if we've heard that we've been into a great society like this about 4 times, this is why we go back into the Stone Age and start again. Depending on how smart we can get, knowing this is coming this time, because we have the ability to see into the sky, where prophecies say nobody will know when this happens, we do know now. We'll be lucky this time because instead of an ice age, we're going to have rain. Some of the prophecies go from 24 days of rain to 171 days of rain. A lot of the prophets don't know that the black hole's coming, but when you understand the prophecies and what would happen during a time of a black hole, that you would understand that all these prophecies are now perfectly set in perfect order. The scenarios are wide, but anything could happen during this time. If there's 300 to 700 mile an hour winds across the earth, and I believe the 700 mile would be on the bottom half of the equator, because that's the time of the year, the summer, that they're close to the sun. Without the poles holding the atmospheres in as tightly during this time, not only are we going to be scourged by the sun, solar storms, but by meteors that are being pulled into the hole constantly as we go by. There's a lot of things and scenarios. One of the things is the earth may take a whole quarter turn. Prophecies say that this can happen. So this is a big possibility. Where are you going to be when the whole earth takes a shift? Well, I'd like to be on the west side if the wind's blowing at me instead of the far end. Oh, every 26,000 years it happens. It's usually a 25,800 and something year cycle, but we call it a 26,000 year cycle. So 52,000 years ago we went into a major ice age that we kept until almost 11,000 years ago. One of the things in Revelations in the Bible of not knowing yourself for 3 days and heaven can't help you and a great shaking, and then there was also another thing about being taken up to heaven. So is there a possibility just before 2012 is where people might start disappearing and going up into the heavens? It could happen. Jesus is said to be coming back just before 2012 and then permanently staying here on about December 25th on the other side of 2012. And he'll be here to set the fight against the evil civilization that has taken over humanity. The big people got so big now that they own everything. They own all the oil, they own all the medicine, they own all the food, they own all the property. And these major 13 don't care rat's ass about anybody because we're considered the insects to them because they're so elite and smart and high. So, you know, what they have and what they're controlling us with and what they want to do is a pretty big issue. But with 2012 coming and the possibilities of billions of people dying, this may change what they think, and I think this is why they're holding back their diseases and the spreading the diseases that they're going to let go after this. Yeah, the dimension has already started to shift. The vibrations are getting higher and finer. But the point of the 3 days, or possibly as the Earth turns, it'll be 5 days that you'll be in the event horizon. But 3 days is you won't know yourself. So going through this motion, there's certain situations like that. And ask your question again.
Is there going to be a war in 2012?
The wars happen after the great plate shifting in certain countries that are too devastated. Other countries are going to come in that are ready and take it over. And this is where the wars are going to happen, is that, oh, we're going to take over because we can. and there are bunkers being built all over the world. So whoever comes out the best is the one who may take over the world, is which they want to do. After 2 or 3 generations of eating Monsantos, nobody will be able to breed and have kids anymore. One generation proven already of pigs, they can't have babies.
Can I ask you another question?
Please.
What about the possibility of aliens arriving in 2012?
One of the Hopi prophecies is that aliens were going to pick a lot of people up and take them to their old home planets, because we didn't originate here. We just found out in the Samaritan writings that we were brought here. I think that everybody who's been picked up lately for reasons, and a lot of the big spaceships that have been around, I think they know what might be happening, and that they might, you know, get it together to take us off, at least for a few weeks.
What about the shift to a new dimension?
Well, that new dimension starts now, and the 3 days will be a different dimension. How long will the shift happen after? It's hard to say, because a lot of the Earth has been categorized into an astralic, emotional simplex, so that we're leaving one type of astrology sign and moving into another, age of the Aquarius. And some people call it Kali, the age of Kali. So looking at this and looking at the Mayans, that they stopped writing around this time to see what's going to happen, they've come to the top of their stairs in understanding. And we've just finished the last half of the last half stair. But they've already shown the vibration in water and the changes from the vibration in water that we're going through. So we know that the Earth is vibrating, or the universe is vibrating in a finer. So that can make crazy people crazier, and people who are high, if they don't stay meditated and centered, they're going to go crazy too. So everybody's going to get higher whether they like it or not. And it's just a matter of how you deal with it, and how you deal with those 3 days when you won't know that you're eating water or eating dirt or food, because you won't know. Shamans will know, and there's a possibility that a shaman could save up to 1,000 people. So all you shamans out there, you better get meditated, you better get used to no thought, no gravity, and who knows what. The gravity will be there, but not like we know it. You're not going to have a senses like you know it. You're going to be in a place that you're not going to know anything. And only the shamans who've experienced this are going to realize what's going on and maybe keep you alive. So there's Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu is a chant to calm the earth in your area so that you might not earthquake in. Mother's alive. Mother's real. She's a spirit in there, and you can talk to her. In the Mahabharata, Krishna said to Arjuna, shoot him. He said, no. Krishna said, the mother's holding the wheel. He can't lift it. Shoot him. So the mother's real. She can be talked to. She can be related to. Cool. And please, we got to stop the evil. You know, Satan has taken over. He has people praying to him. And little Yoda doesn't have a flat nose. It's real pointed along with his ears. And go find a picture of Yoda, because he made it. You know? He gave this to this Jewish shaman. You know? And everybody goes crazy? Yeah, good book. Yeah, you're real smart. No. Stay away from it. God is love. That's all you need. Be love all the time. Breathe it. Think it. Forgive. Surrender. Know your needs. Ask God for your needs. You know? He's there. They're there around you. All the time. You know, Andrew Big Smoke said that we should ask Jesus not to, you know, have these things happen to us. You know, I just think that maybe we can have the less happen to us. And stop all these chemical pollutions, because you're not going to experience God like that. You pollute this land more and more in yourself, and you won't even know what God is. You'll get further and further.
Musicians of all kinds perform at the Rainbow Gathering. Some of these musicians agreed to be recorded for this documentary.
Okay. I lost all of my righteous fucking anger, and there's my dog. You're awesome. I'm just gonna throw it down. I'm gonna throw the ankle into the ground. My dog showed up, so I'm cool.
Play it now.
All right, rambling man. I have lost my voice. I've been in the woods too long. It's probably out of tune. Oh, it's so out of tune. Really? I can't do it. Really? Oh wow, this is gonna be really dreadful. I'm a musician and this hurts my soul. I was there. I can't do it, man. I can settle down. Fucking whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you. My kids and my ankles out of tune, and I love you. Don't ever. I don't care what you do then. Play it, please.
Play it.
Out of tune. I can't do it. What the? You just give me a potato. Plant these, dude. They make potatoes. I've been slapped so hard so many times today. We keep punching me in the jaw, dude. What is this? That's brutal as fuck. That's brutal.
So out of tune.
It's so horrible. Dude, look at the bridge. See, the bridge is fucking Jimmy rigged fucking piece of shit. And it's not in tune. If I tuned it, things would make sense. But nothing makes sense. Leave the chaos!
Oh, somewhere over the rainbow.
Okay.
They had an electric bass.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
You know?
Yeah.
And who bitched about that? Nobody.
Yeah.
No fucking buddy. We got an electric guitar and people want to flip their shit.
I think what's cool is we have a variety of styles constantly coming in and playing,
Well then there was like 150 doses passed out at our campsite last night, so like, yeah. I don't care. Kids had fun last night.
Exactly, dude.
Okay, what the fuck you say about our campsite?
Yeah, dude, totally, man. It was a great time, dude, for real, yeah. That was bomb. I had so much fun, dude. That was one of the times of my life, again.
Hey, I'm looking for a girl. Her name's Alice Lee. She's got these really big gauges in her ears. It's like a vampire skull. And then it's got like, it's supposed to be a fucking polar bear club. And then out from the back of it, but it they're like huge coming up at you. If you look at her face, it's impossible to miss these fucking crazy ass gauges. She's got like a faded purple mohawk with a tattoo on the side of her head and girl getting stabbed in the head. You see that girl, right? Fucking, I'm ready to see her.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, dude. Thank you, man.
I must take my time, friend. The devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. And the devil caught me. Took my $20 bill and let it stay. Say I'll run but take my time, friend. The devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Got 2 reasons why I cry when you snow me now. First one brings me angry, sees my heart's alive. Second one is prison, baby, sheriff's on my trail. If he catches up for me, I'll spend my life with you, poison. I'll think you know, baby, wanted charity. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me.
Like opioid tab,
I'll run
regular
but
tab,
take my time.
bubble, tab.
It's a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight,
I'll let you decide.
just might get some
Hey, did Nation ever get back?
Huh?
Nation ever get back?
He came back a minute ago, and then he went back down that way. It just.
But this drink, it looks too bad. It'll give you a kick beyond control. I mean control. Control.
The best hydration
Hey,
ever.
does anybody like the Time Warp song?
Partly burn.
Hey, can I use that lighter? This wasn't cash yet.
Let's do the Time Warp again. Let's do the Time Warp again. Hey, is that pot? I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Going home to Boston, yeah, Massachusetts. It's 4 p.m. and I'm hungry and broke.
And you're a transformer.
I wish I was dead, but today I am a man. Man! Whoa! Man! Elohim alawate ke mebe wata te ke mabate se te ke mabate pete me te ke papata pa eme oata abata sa te ke me petwa ata pese twa te ke me pasa ma sa ta ke pete sa twa e ke ma twa asa te ke me twa asa ta te ke peta swa te pa. When it comes down
everything that we could want. Yeah, give us everything. Give us everything we could need. Well, all we got to do is take away all this pain and greed, yeah. Get that down to the love in which we feel.
How you doing?
What? Do what?
Hey, holy kid.
You're doing great.